What's up? How old are you?
Hello, can you hear me well? I'm 18.
Do you
We
support
actually
Trump?
debated like a few, yes, I do.
We debated how long ago?
Like 3 months ago, maybe three
Okay.
and a half.
Alrighty. And do you still support
Okay.
Trump?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
Okay, so it would be mainly because of foreign policy.
Okay. What about foreign policy?
So I would say mainly two things. One, that it made our NATO allies to actually contribute and be a part of like what's happening, and also Israel. Not necessarily with Iran right now. I say like it's like an unneeded war, but like Gaza and stuff.
Okay. So you think Iran's an unneeded war, and Trump
Somewhat
started an unneeded war?
like I agree with it on principle, but I think that we just weren't ready for it, and we just like militarily was like the wrong decision. But I think like on principle, it's a good thing
Okay. So you think in principle that so to clarify, you think in principle what's a good thing?
to fight a like Iran, like that sort of a
Oh.
regime to free the Iranian people.
Do you think that Trump's war with Iran is freeing the Iranian people?
I think it's not. That's why I'm not supporting that war. But
Okay, so
yeah,
it's not. That's why you don't support. Okay, so do you support Israel in general?
yes.
Okay, why?
Okay, just to clarify, I am a Jew, so like I need to put that forth. So like I'm not entirely like, objective about this. But so like that will be
Wait,
one
hold up,
reason. And
hold up. You can be Jewish and be objective about this.
I think it's a little harder when you're a Jew.
Why?
Like, could you
Because
explain what you're meaning by
yeah,
that?
yeah, like a lot of Jewish people can be anti-Zionist, right? And also like being
Well,
Jewish
yeah,
doesn't mean that
obviously, but
you
I don't
can't have
think
a
they
determination
could
on
be doing
this.
it for like objective reasons, but they could also be like, something personal. For example, I have some family members in Israel. I know some friends there because they visited there a few times. So okay, so like not only because I'm a Jew, but yeah, I have like connections there. So yeah, that would be why I'm not objective
Okay.
about it.
All right. How about this? Do you I guess let's just clarify. In terms of foreign policy, do you want Trump to go to war or do you want him to do no new wars? Are you coming from the side
Like I
that's okay
feel
with
like
him
it's not
committing
it's
war,
not
or are
good.
you
I
okay
feel like
with
it's not
it? Are you not okay with that?
okay. So I feel like it's not good for us generally to go into wars. It's kind of raining our global police status, and we need to be more feel like objective as a country. But
Do you think
I
Trump's
feel like
doing that?
war. Yeah, I feel like that's my problem with the war with Iran. If it would be only like to be quick and take the regime down, put the king back in, make elections and make it democratic, sure. But what's happening here is just, like it wasn't good. And it also didn't work.
You said
So
it
that's my
didn't work.
problem with
Okay,
it.
so you mean the war with Iran. So then what has Trump done related to foreign policy that you think is good?
So I feel like the way he has conducted himself with our NATO allies made them actually, spend more on military, which I do like. Like we shouldn't be just
Okay.
spending our entire budget on that. I want us to have other
Can I tell you
things.
something?
Like,
Did you
yeah.
did you know that we already agreed to do 2% in 2014 before Trump was in office? Did you know that most of the
We
increase
like with
to
our NATO
2%?
allies, you mean?
Yeah, and did you know that most of the increase in
So we
2%
agreed on that. We
happened
agreed
when
on that,
Biden
but
was
they just
president?
wouldn't do. They just didn't do it.
They did. They mostly did it when Biden was president. Why? Because of Russia invading Ukraine. But the reality of the matter is that was agreed upon in 2014, and it was going towards that direction even before Trump was in office.
Okay. Um, I didn't
Trump
know
loves
that,
taking credit for
but
things Obama has done.
well, I do think that if Obama was an option, I would have picked him, obviously. But
Then why wouldn't you
yeah,
pick
but
Harris?
I did because I don't think she's. I think Obama was like an actual leader whose morals were in a good place, and
If
like
you think
as a person,
Obama's
I liked
morals
him
were
a
in a
lot
good
more.
place, then you must think that about Harris too.
I don't think she's like him. You know what I mean? Like I think the
And
Democratic
sorry,
Party
what state do
went
you live
down a
in?
lot. New Jersey.
And what time is it?
For me, it's like 5:41.
Can you name three states that border New Jersey?
Well, there are only three states bordering New Jersey, like New York, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, I think. Right? Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, sorry, my like I am
No, there's just a bunch of
like
people
a
in the
you.
chat, and maybe you sound German. I'm
Yeah, that
thinking.
happened last time too. Like I'm kind of stressed, and last time I had like this whole British accent. I don't know why. I'm just stressed because of like the position here. I'm not like used to this.
Are
So
you German?
uh, I am ethnically German,
Yeah.
but like we're working on getting like a German citizenship, hopefully in the future. Because I want to be like in the EU, but not currently now.
Okay. So,
Okay, so about that. So I didn't know that. I would need to like learn more about the things that Obama did with NATO, but I do feel like he like saying like, America first and also like kind of making like them see, with the Green Line and all that. It was like somewhat a joke and it was like kind of embarrassing. Like they were like a few months where it was kind of embarrassing to be an American for me, but I do feel like
so
it
then why
did
do you
like
support
show
Trump?
that because it did show that we're just not going to be with the West. Like, we're not going to be with, like, Europe on every single term. No, you're going to have to put the work into, like, we're not only in this, it's not okay that they would have, free healthcare and we don't, okay? We spend so much more on military and all that. And you're going to need to spend on military more so we can, like, take it
So
down
then
a,
you don't think we should
a
be
notch.
funding those countries while simultaneously we can't do that here in our country. So can I ask you a question? Do you think we should be funding Israel?
We are funding a few, like many countries, not only Israel. Like we fund Jordan and we fund like Egypt,
Do you
and
think we should
like
be
the
funding Israel?
fixation. So I'm saying that the fixation is Israel is kind of weird, but yeah. So Israel, I feel like we do need to help them, but we're not just sending them money. That's a false like thing. We actually are trading with them on military stuff. We are like getting American jobs for it. We're
No,
sending
we're
like
sending
actually
them
military
aid, and
things.
then they're spending that money on this
They are
country's
buying it from
defense.
us,
And not all
actually.
of the money do they have to spend on defense.
Not all of it. So, what do you
No,
mean?
no, I meant not all of it do they have to spend on U.S. industry defense. Sorry.
Okay, so, I, but like most of it, right?
I'm
So
pretty sure it is, yeah. But
in principle, it does
regardless,
help
that doesn't mean
Americans.
that like I
But
think that
also,
that's a good relation. If we
not
give them money to
necessarily.
buy
Also,
stuff from
Benjamin
us, it's still
Netanyahu
us
did
giving
did
stuff to them.
so Benjamin Netanyahu did like say on like I don't remember when, like just news report or something, that they are going to by 2030 be independent from the US. I don't buy it because I don't trust him, but like I think that's where we're going. And we should go there, but also it's okay, yeah, we can fund our allies and we can
So,
fund
do you realize that
countries that
that's
are
funding a foreign
democratic.
country rather than focusing the money here at home after you just claimed you didn't want that to happen?
So I think that that funding needs to happen. Like Israel does need to have that military. It needs to be stronger than its neighbors, and it needs to have that like Iron Dome and all that. We need to protect its citizens, but we also need to have like to care about Americans. So we need to do both that and that. So I feel like if we make Europe contribute more into it, and if they would have been stronger, maybe we could take it all down. Then we could take that money elsewhere.
Okay. Is there anything Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting him?
Uh, yes, obviously.
Such as?
Um, well, I care about a lot about Ukraine, and if you would, support Russia, like I care about a lot about how it's gonna end. So if he's gonna support Russia in that, yeah, I'm not gonna support him anymore.
Okay, so you said if he supports Russia, then you wouldn't support him?
If he more than he does, like if he actually would let them take, the border like a lot more into Ukraine, like let that whole thing happen, yeah, I would not support him. Also, if he would give up on Taiwan, I would not support him. Also, if he would make abortions in the whole of the US illegal, I would not support him. I don't know if he can do that,
He
but
put
generally,
people in
and
the
also if
Supreme
he would
Court
try,
with
and
he
also
put
if he
people
would
in the
try
Supreme
to
Court
run
with the
again.
explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade, which made it illegal in some states in this country.
Yeah, it made it illegal in some states, which I do hate a lot. I am pro-abortion, and it does irk me that some states, like women, don't get to have that. But as long as like half the states can have abortions, it's not as bad.
But you
But
still think it's
if
bad enough to
he,
say that you shouldn't support him, right?
It does make me support him less, and especially like the Republican Party, like a lot less. But I feel like it's a necessary evil in some
Is
sort
it,
of
why
way.
is it a
And I
necessary evil?
do because I care more about foreign policy in that sense than um, women's rights in some way, which is kind of an evil
Wow,
thing to
you
say.
care
And
more about
like,
foreign policy
yeah,
than
yeah, no, no,
women's
no.
rights?
It's like a bad thing to say. But I feel like that is my personal like where my values are at, and it's like very easy for me to
Yeah,
say
but like,
like
what
as a
about
man
foreign
that, you know.
policy? Like, be specific. What about foreign policy is more relevant than?
So
Go ahead.
yeah, so Israel, NATO, and I just feel like the way he conduct himself makes people like fear America a little more, make us like get us back where we were.
Wait, say that one more time. Sorry, I read something and I didn't even pay attention.
Okay, so I said that Israel, NATO, generally, I feel like he's more aggressive, which makes us
So
seem
more
stronger.
defensive Israel, and you think that's preferable to women's rights?
Um, if I would have had to make a choice between, um,
Women's rights
okay,
and
I just,
supporting Israel, you pick supporting Israel more?
wait. Hold on. Let me clarify myself. So the reason I'm pro-abortion is not because of women's rights. I feel like it's because fetuses are not human, like they're not persons yet.
But it's
Like if you
also
march to
because
the
of
destiny
women's
debate.
rights.
So for me, that is less. So let's say,
For
okay,
you,
let's
that
say
is
it was.
less. Doesn't he doesn't care much about women's
Hold
rights?
on, hold on. Let me clarify myself. Um, if let's say it wasn't like a fetus, it was a 3-year-old in your stomach, then yeah, obviously I don't care if what happened, like if you were, I don't want to say any of the things because I don't want to get banned or any of that. I don't know what I can say, but like for example, if you were abused and because of that you have that baby, I don't think it's okay for you to kill that baby. If it was an actual baby, if it was like a human with thoughts and all that, yeah, you would have
Circum,
to carry it, in my opinion.
you
But
have to.
because
You think it should
I'm
be
viewed,
illegal to get an abortion?
I don't know if illegal, if you say illegal by, it would be just like any other homicide. I would have trouble with that
Okay.
because obviously a person
So
who
where
wants
does,
to have his
sir, where does
bodily
pregnancy occur in the human body?
in like inside of you.
Yeah, where inside
Like
of you?
like
Yeah.
But like where inside of you?
oh, Dean is listening to me. That's crazy. In your stomach, I like the uterus. What are you asking me?
So you just said the stomach. If pregnancy occurred in a woman's stomach, then why doesn't the baby come out of the anus?
Okay, sorry, I'm not a biologist. It's not like that's not my thing.
But I mean, just like
Like
think
if
about
like
it.
it's the uterus,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, there you go. You know, I had somebody on my live
Also,
stream yesterday
okay. By
literally
the way,
try to
Dean, I just
convince
wanted to
me.
say I'm very sorry for what happened before for all these false accusations. Like, I'm really sorry for you. That's like a really messed up, and I'm so sorry they said those things about you, and she's lying, like they're lying about it. So I just want to clarify that.
It's very kind of you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what did you say?
So pregnancy does not occur in the stomach.
Pregnancy does not occur. Yeah. Okay. It's the uterus. It's not. Is that relevant?
I mean, it was just something Parker asked you about.
Yeah, you just said
Okay.
stomach, so I asked you about it. So, and you were just arguing it should be illegal in some context, right?
Okay, so I don't argue it should be illegal currently because I don't view fetuses as humans. But if they were humans, then like if they were, like, they are humans. But if they were persons, if they had
But given
the
that they're
ability
not
to deploy
persons, it's a
consciousness,
question of bodily autonomy from your view.
because it's not, it would be as the same as you have to carry your, I don't know, like your like shit out of your body. Like you don't have to.
Yeah,
Like
but
it's
it's still
your
a
thing. You
notion
do
of bodily
whatever with it. It's
autonomy.
not. I mean, it's like yeah, I would treat it as any other surgery. Yeah, obviously the person can pick whatever he wants. You know, it's not a person yet. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, which is bodily autonomy. So that's a women's
Yeah.
rights.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so
it's human right.
so
That's
why don't you value women's rights more than you
I.
value
Well,
supporting the state of Israel?
I
More.
okay. So hold on. So in the case of if it was a 3-year-old, I would say the right of a 3-year-old to have like the right to life is more important than the women or like generally the right to bodily autonomy. If it also was men, if I would have like in my and I would have to shit it outside. Like if I would have in my stomach a 3-year-old, yeah, I do not
I
have
don't
the
know
right
why
to
you're
kill
specifying
it.
this.
Okay, then what do you want? Sorry.
What was
Okay,
the
let's go
point
back
of
to what you said.
specification?
That I say that it should be above that because the human rights of Americans are not the only human rights. We also have to care about the human rights of Israelis and Iranian people and also Palestinian people and all the people in that region. I feel like we have that responsibility as a democratic country and as people and as part of the
Okay,
human
so
race.
then you disagree with Trump leaving Afghanistan, right? Like setting up the agreement to leave Afghanistan?
Hold on. First, I would have to say I don't know enough facts about that, so I would not say many two things. But from my understanding, we were there for like a forever war. We could not get anything done. So I would say if you cannot get anything done, and if you're not managing to do it, and you're just losing American lives, then obviously no, you should get out.
Then that's the current
I think
Iran
like
war and basically everything the US is doing in support of Israel right now.
that's why I don't support the Iran war. I feel like just logistically, not
So
logistically,
then
like
why do you support
tactically, we
Trump's
weren't
foreign
winning.
policy with Israel more? Because that's what he's doing with Israel more. He went to war with
So I don't
Iran on
support.
behalf of Israel.
I don't know if it was on behalf of Israel. That we have our own interests there. We also have other allies there. We have the Gulf countries which we support. So which is a problem in my opinion. But yeah, it's not only because of Israel. We have like a whole alliance there. So it's not only Israel.
I think it's for Israel. I think it's not only for Israel. I think it's also for Trump to
So
distract away
I
from
would
the
like
Epstein
for you to
files. But I'm
clarify.
also saying specifically it's for Israel as well.
Okay, I would like for you to clarify why do you think it's only for Israel, not for any of our
I never
alliances
said it
there,
was
and why
only
not for
for
our
Israel.
interests?
I also think it's for Trump to be able to distract away from the Epstein files.
That could be the case. I don't buy into conspiracies, so
That's not a
I don't think
conspiracy
that is
theory.
the case.
That's quite literally the Trump administration prevented the release of the Epstein files, even though they're legally obligated to do so. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is an in the open cover
I
up.
don't know. Wait. The conspiracy theory I'm relating to is that we would say that the Trump administration did it around in order for you to not have the Epstein files
Yeah,
for people
they
to not know
purposefully
to not
prevented the
release them.
release of the Epstein files. That's not a conspiracy
Well, I
theory.
agree they did that. I agree they did that. I don't agree that they did the war in Iran for that.
Oh, for the
Like, how do you?
you think it's a
You,
conspiracy
you,
theory
you
that they are preventing the release that they're doing this because it
No,
okay.
I don't say that as a conspiracy theory.
You think it's a conspiracy theory for me to believe that Trump is starting the war with Iran because of the fact that he's distracting away from the Epstein files.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do you think conspiracy theories are defined as things that have no evidence?
Could we clarify? I don't. Maybe I got it wrong.
Are conspiracy theories
When I say
defined
conspiracy theory,
as
I would say it's okay, sorry.
go ahead.
Okay, when I say conspiracy theory, I mean that it's a theory that doesn't have as much as evidence, and it would be you have the theory, and then you would look for you would look for reasons to support that theory. You don't have reasons, then you get the theory like
No, I
you
think I
would in
have reason.
science, and
No, I think I have reason to believe
also
this. Yeah, and then that
sorry.
informs my belief of it rather than my belief then informs what I'm looking for in terms of reasoning.
Okay, it would also be very hard for me to prove that you're doing it in that order, but also, so if I get back to conspiracy theory, it also have to be like something like, oh, people are lying to me, like something bad is happening, like the government is lying, the big corporate is lying, like things like that. So that what I would say is a conspiracy theory. So that why I would say that to
Well, Trump is
say
lying,
that
and
the
we
war is
see that
around.
he's lying. We have evidence that he's lying. We have evidence that
Generally,
specifically
sure,
the
he lied. Every
release of the
president
Epstein
lied.
files was talked about to a lesser extent once the war with Iran started.
I don't know if that was the reason they did that though. I don't think you have any evidence to support that.
I do think that's supporting evidence, but even so, right? Like you have to understand that even without, like, I think that like the point is still true that there was without reason, right, to even go into this war in the
The
first
war with
place.
Iran was without reason.
Yeah, it didn't prevent them from getting a nuke, along with the fact that
I think it didn't work. I don't think it was. I don't think they did it without reason. I think it just didn't work. Like
okay, so what
actually,
was
the
the
war
reason?
just So the reason we have lost the war because we are not like modern warfare has changed and it's more drones. And when we send missiles that like cost so much money, and they send a drone that could do the same amount of damage, then yeah, we would be losing the war at the end of the day.
So you're saying
So
Trump is just
that's what I
losing the
think.
war, and he didn't expect to lose
Not
the
Trump,
war when going
all of
into it.
us, like Americans, like we were part of like yeah,
So
on the
he's
whole of America.
unexpectedly losing really badly.
Really badly, I don't know, but yeah, he's like we. I feel like we lost. Like I feel like emphasis on the word feel that we lost the war in Iran. Also, the fact that we are paying them back for damage, like what? what's
We
what's up with
haven't we
that?
haven't done that yet, and Trump has floated around the idea that we might leave the war with Iran without getting a nuclear deal. You can find that on the Jerusalem
I
Post
don't
if you'd
think
like
we need to
to.
have a nuclear deal. I feel like we need to get the regime down. But
Isn't that the
what do
claim that he
you?
made for going to war with them in the first place? Was we need to prevent them from
I
getting a
okay,
nuke?
so I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I think. I feel like that was you could there's two ways you can look at it. I think that they actually did want to have that, but they just couldn't manage it, so they just changed the goalposts. You could also look at it as they use that as a casus belli, but I, I don't, I don't think that's true. But I don't know if you can prove it either way.
Okay, Dina, were you gonna hop on here very soon?
Yeah, bro. Here in a
Alrighty,
minute.
what's up?
Here in a minute.
Here in a minute. Okay, for sure. I was just making sure. You have any last words to say, Nevo?
Oh, why am I getting kicked out?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really have anything else to speak about in this conversation unless you want to go over more
Well, we
things.
didn't talk about Israel, which is a big point for me. I feel like it's my biggest thing.
I'm so
So
confused
Like we did.
on
I think of the galaxy.
what this guy's argument has been the whole time. I don't know.
okay,
Yeah,
so
me
I
too.
can rephrase it. I feel like I support Trump because of his foreign policy. I feel like in making America first and also supporting our allies. I don't feel like Harris would support Israel as much as Trump would.
Why is
And
Israel our
also
only
just
ally? Like Trump has distanced us
she's
from
not
all of
our
our
only
other
ally, but
allies.
it's an ally I care like personally I care a lot about. And also I feel like they have a lot of meaning. They support us a lot in intelligence and
Did they
technology
support
and
us in
all those
9/11?
things.
Ooh.
Like after 9/11?
I've been to the 9/11 memorial, and like they said there, no, they didn't say that there.
Did
Sorry.
did did, did we get
Uh,
funding from them after 9/11, or did they help
Did
us?
they?
I d-
And on top of 9/11, after you answer that question, did they support us in the JCPOA?
okay. I would have to be honest and say that I don't know what do you mean by JCPOA.
The Iran nuclear deal.
Oh, okay. So about 9/11, I heard, I don't think they did it, but I heard that it could be the case that they knew about it and didn't like tell anyone. Like this like former CIA agent who does that, like talk about things, and he said that, and I do kind of believe him that they knew about it and they just didn't tell us, so we would get into like forever war with terror.
He just left,
Oh, okay.
just randomly. Interesting.
I mean, this is a good time for me to go live. I'm just walking upstairs with my chocolate and my water.
Perfect. I would.